Hi, today I'm going to show you how to replace thermal paste on a graphic card.
Now for this project we're gonna need a few things. We're gonna need to place the graphic card on an anti-static bag. This way it keeps it safe from static electricity. We're gonna need, of course, replacement thermal paste, a Phillips screwdriver, Q-tips, rubbing alcohol, and of course, just for precaution, we're gonna need paper towels. Now first thing we're gonna do, as you notice here, there's a fan header here, so we're gonna take that out. Now if we gently pull on it, it'll come right out. It might take some force. Now once we do that, we're gonna flip the graphic card over, and as you can see there's 4 screws here, and we're gonna take those out. After doing that, we're gonna flip the graphic card right over, and as you can see the heatsink is a little bit stuck. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give it a little wiggle and pull it off slowly. As you can see, there's still thermal paste and it's pretty old, so most of it is gonna be quite solid. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna clean thermal paste off of the heatsink and off of the GPU. Best thing to do is get some rubbing alcohol, get a Q-tip, just put a dab on there, and you start rubbing slowly. The reason rubbing alcohol is one of the main things that's good for this job is because it evaporates immediately. As you can see, it doesn't take long for the thermal paste to actually peel off. You just have to make sure to get all of it and to leave the GPU as clean as possible. After cleaning the GPU with the Q-tip, I'm gonna get a paper towel, wipe off any leftovers, and as you can see, what remains is a nice shiny chip. You may want to clean a bit of the dust that's around. Best thing to do now is to take the graphic card a bit to the side and lean it over just on the side in a bin. This will ensure that all the particles from pieces from the Q-tip or anything like that will fall off into a bin, and you won't have any mess around. Now we finished cleaning the GPU, so we're gonna clean the thermal paste off of the heatsink now. We're gonna apply the same method, but this time, since it's the heatsink, we don't need to be as careful as we were on the GPU, so we can put the rubbing alcohol straight on a paper towel. Since the thermal paste on this graphic card is pretty old, it might take a few passes to actually clean it properly. So it might take a couple minutes. depending on how old the thermal paste is. And you can see that the thermal paste is all gone. We're gonna take a paper towel using no rubbing alcohol and wipe it down to make sure that there's none left. After doing that, we're gonna have a nice shiny heatsink. And a nice clean GPU. Now we're ready to put on the new thermal paste and switch back and install the heatsink again. Now when it comes to thermal paste, you don't want to put a lot, so about the size of a pea is enough. So we're just gonna put a small dab on the GPU. That way, when the heatsink sits on the GPU, it makes full contact and spreads the thermal paste itself. Now, a good way to do this is to use the weight of the heatsink itself, place it down slowly, press down just a little bit. Now, after doing that, we're going to flip the graphic card over, and we're going to make sure to line up the holes for the screws. And the best way to screw the heatsink back in is to put the screws in diagonally, so that way to apply about the same pressure on each side. We'll just put the screws in with our fingers at first. After that, we'll start screwing them in diagonally, so to apply about equal amount of pressure. We keep repeating this till the screws are completely in. They're doing so. Flip it back over, take the fan header, and you install it back in. You'll hear a small click. There you go. That's how you place thermal paste on a graphic card. There you go. The project is all over. Thermal paste was replaced on the graphic card. I hope this video was instructional and it helped you. And I hope the steps were explained well enough. Thank you and have a good day.